Hello, I'm Stephen Reed, the author and illustrator of the Cartographer's Presence. So, should Christians read fantasy? I think yes. It is okay for Christians to read and enjoy fantasy. Firstly, let me say that as Christians, we don't read fantasy like we read the Bible. Think of it like this. Compared to all other literature, fantasy and otherwise, the Bible is a bar of solid gold. Psalm 12 verse 6 says this: "The words of the Lord are flawless, like gold refined 7 times." The Bible is flawless, it's God-inspired, it's always true, it's all sufficient, it's all we need. The Bible is unique, it's eternal, it stands apart, it stands forever. It is a bar of solid gold. If the Bible is a bar of solid gold, then the best fantasy is like the smallest flake of gold dust beside it. So why delve into this flake of gold dust? Why should we read or write fantasy if we have the Bible already? Well, I think that Christians can read fantasy because there our minds and our imaginations can find wonderful truths. We can find these truths in a different way, because through fantasy our imaginations are invited to soar. We can discover new worlds and new people. We can journey with characters as they embark on grand adventures, as they battle against evil, bringing light into darkness, as they struggle and stumble, as they look for direction and guidance, and most importantly, as fantasy characters hold on to hope. I think that's the big thing that I love about Christian fantasy, that there is hope. Fantasy stories can give us this glimpse of truth for our own world, that in darkness and suffering there is still hope. There's one fantasy author that has helped us to see this truth, a fantasy story that we all know and love. In the Chronicles of Narnia, C.S. Lewis invites us into a world where good triumphs over evil, where a perfect, loving, gentle king lays down his life for his people, and then rises again in victory over the darkness of evil. Fantasy can be good and inspiring and hope-giving. It can reveal truths in a different way and move our hearts to soar and be amazed. But there is also a darker side to fantasy. And so here I want to add, be wise and discerning and prayerful in what fantasy books you choose to read and enjoy. So there you go, a brief dive into whether fantasy is okay for Christians to read. I would say yes. Yes, it's okay.